Good day, wherever you are. This is Moji Taiwo, your host for the Immigrant Experience Show, coming to you from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. On today's episode, we have the pleasure of having a wonderful guest here, Miss Emilienne Batoon. Emmy, she goes by Emmy, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Emmy is originally from Cameroon, West Africa, but we will get her immigrant experience story in a little later on. For now though, Emmy is the founder of African Immigrant Mediation and Restorative Justice Initiative. She is also a certified professional translator from French into English and English into French. And we will also talk about that a little bit later. So when Emmy is not doing the translation and working, she's passionate about helping people in their social intersections. She's in her spare time, she volunteers to reestablishing broken relationships and connectivity, and her motto is always see the brightness of the day, even when it's dark. So, before I go to Emmy, I always share with our audience, our viewers, a little tidbit about Canada. So on today's show, I would like to share with you that migratory increase is projected to remain the main driver of Canada's population growth in the coming decades, continuing a trend that began in the early 1990s. According to Statistics Canada, if current trends continue, half of the Canadian population will be made up of immigrants and their Canadian-born children in the year 2041. So, as we've always said, immigration plays a key role in population growth and the workforce in Canada. So, Emmy, I'm going to ask you briefly about your journey into Canada. We know that you are from Cameroon. When did you arrive in Canada?
First of all, thank you so much, Auntie Moji. I call you Auntie Moji, you know. So, and by the way, thank you for that introduction. I'm just a little bit surprised to see all that.
That I did my own work a little bit.
Yes, yeah. I arrived in Canada in 2014. I first landed in Montreal. As any Francophone immigrant coming to Canada, Montreal seems to be the first place where we go to.
Okay.
And after spending some few months, less than, I think 5 or 6, then I started my journey
into Alberta
part of Canada, and in Alberta.
And in our conversation, the little conversation we had, you said that even though you spoke English before coming to Canada, in order to really integrate in the western part of the country of Canada, you needed to reorientate yourself in the English language to the point where you are now. And I'm personally surprised that you've only arrived in the country only how many years now? 7 years. And how you've worked so hard in mastering the English in the way that it's spoken here.
Okay, such a great question, and I'm really happy to share that little journey. and you did it so well, and you like. Yes, I come from Cameroon, where we have English and French as official languages. Exactly like in Canada.
Okay.
And I happen to come from the French part of Cameroon. So yes, you are so right. When I moved to Canada here, I had my French A, as they're gonna say, and the English B. And yeah, our listeners and those who will watch should know that the English that we speak in Cameroon, it is not the same. It's more close to the British English than to the American English. But this really helped me. I had those basics in English. I just needed to go out there, just try to mingle a little bit more with the native North American English speaker. And yeah, this is how I started, like one event after another one, doing a lot of volunteering.
This is the importance of putting yourself out there.
Exactly.
If you really want to be successful in integration into a new country, and it's not just Canada.
No.
In a new country, in a new environment, in a new employment workplace, you need to put yourself out there in order to, learn and contribute.
So true. So true, because getting involved into many volunteering works really helped me. Actually, I usually say that we get English in here as a flu. Flu.
So you flu, yes. You catch the flu.
You catch the flu. It's free. And yeah, for me, really upgrading or updating my English to the North American standard, really when I caught it like a flu.
Okay.
And I really, as you rightly say that, I really put myself out there. I got involved into so many volunteering assignments, and this really helped me to have that.
So how's your business doing? You are the founder of African Immigrant Mediation and Restorative Justice Initiative. What is that?
Thank you so much for the question. Yeah, MRG, which is African Immigrant Mediation and Restorative Justice Initiative Incorporation, is all about, you say that so well into your introduction, helping people to reconnect. Just trying to help them get that conversation that was broken for one reason or another one.
And it's not limited to just marital relationship.
No.
It's actually mostly with schools.
Great. Yeah, exactly. So I noticed that sometimes some immigrant family really struggle to have that conversation with their school authorities when it comes to dealing with their children. So I help schools and also parents to bring that conversation on the table and just get their opinion, their concern heard. So mediation is really all about bringing the conversation at the same level, giving people chance.
So creating opportunity for the parents to participate in their school, in their children's school.
So true. Like to know exactly what are school expecting from them as a parent, and also for the school authorities to go a little bit, above and beyond those stereotypes that sometimes
comes with immigrant
kids, and just try to see the bigger picture. And MRG is really all about bringing that conversation and facilitating each parties just to try to understand each
Well,
other.
you did touch base already on helping children. And as our viewers will notice, there are children's books here, but and that's how we also will come around in this interview, is we are all about connectivity. So from your company, translating from English to French and vice versa, comes this product that we have here. But you said you had a question for me earlier on.
Yes. I'm fascinated because for me you are like a library. Back in Africa, they say that when you meet an elder is all a library.
A library, okay.
Could you tell us a little bit, when did you first move to Canada?
Oh, okay. So I moved to Canada in 1978.
You just got it very well. 1978.
I moved to
so
Canada.
I let you do the math.
And I didn't come with my parents. I came alone. So that's it. And actually, it's interesting you asked that question. In previous introduction of my show, I always refer to the fact that I'm an author of I Give Because I'm Blessed.
Yeah.
I'm blessed because I give. A Chronicle of an Immigrant's Journey. And that is this book. A Chronicle of an Immigrant's Journey. It's available on Amazon. And the question you asked me, this book covers it. From the day I landed in Calgary as an immigrant, through my journey as going to work, going to school, creating a career, building a family, all the way into retirement. That's what this book covers. So I answered the initial question, but if I'm to answer everything in this book, this show will be hours in length.
Yeah, that is why, if you don't mind, I just want to tell our viewers that there is a reason why I asked that question. Because if there is only one person you would like to learn from in terms of journey, in terms of what are the steps as an immigrant, a new immigrant, when you decide to move to a different place, please, I think Auntie Moji is one of those persons that it's worth reading the story. She said that she's been living here since 1978. I don't know so much, but there are so very few people who can even think that there were black people into this western part of Canada, because most often when we talk about black people in Canada, people only think of the east part of Canada, which is Nova Scotia, and I'll let you do the rest of the research. So having people here who moved to this place, when we will not get into so many details, because the book, this book, is here to answer deeply into those questions.
And as far as coaching, when you said if people have questions and things like that, I also run a coaching consulting company called MUT Consulting Services. And you can find that out, details on my website, mojitaiwo.com.
Okay, guess what? please, just take a bit of a time, just learn from other people's experience. Yes, unfortunately, when they were settling in, they didn't have the chance that we have today to be around these people, to have these resources, and that can really help you moving forward into your journey.
Thank you,
Thank
Amy.
you for that.
Thank you, Amy. Let's get back to this interview. I interview you. But also, this is a special edition of the Thai Show.
Yes.
The reason why it's special, and we're going back to children,
yes,
and we're going back to translation.
Great.
This is my second book that just dropped. This is my second book. It's called Grandma and Her Munchkins. It's an adventure series depicting times spent together between Grandma and her grandchildren. A brown-skinned grandma and their grandchildren. It's a series. This is book 1, and the other series coming up are behind here. All right? This is also available on Ingram Sparks and on Amazon in French and English. And that's another reason Amy is here, because Amy was the translator of this beautiful book, and she will be translating the remainder of the series to come.
Thank you so much for the honor.
Thank you, Amy. Now talk about this book in French.
Alors, quoi vous dire à propos de Mémé et ses petits toux? Mémé et ses petits toux, c'est beaucoup de fraîcheur. C'est beaucoup de fraîcheur. Ce sont des histoires de tous les jours, comme Antimoji vient si bien de le dire en anglais. C'est un livre que vous partagez en famille. Ce sont de petites aventures entre une grand-mère et ses petits-enfants, au parc de jeux et juste au parc où ils se font des amis. Alors pourquoi est-ce que j'ai accepté faire partie de ce projet? Parce que, je vais vous montrer, pour une fois, on a un livre qui est illustré avec des personnes noires. C'est la raison pour laquelle, oui, il est important qu'aujourd'hui, que nous essayons nous-mêmes de remplir ce vide qu'on a trouvé qui existe encore dans cette partie du monde où, effectivement, avoir accès à de pareilles ressources, généralement, représente d'autres ethnies. Donc, Mémé et ses petits toux, effectivement, ce sont des activités familiales avec la grand-mère. Alors, pour les fêtes de Noël qui arrivent, un seul mot, un joli petit titre, c'est Mémé et ses petits toux. Vous l'avez en anglais et vous l'avez en français.
Merci.
Merci beaucoup, Auntie.
Merci. So, that's our special edition on this episode of the Immigrant Experience Show. You got an opportunity to know a little bit about me, but you can find out more in the in the I Give Because I'm Blessed. Yep. But I want to extend a special thank you to you, Amy, not only for taking my call to translate this book and the future ones that are coming, but the fact that you honor my call also to be a guest on my show. Thank you so much. Until next time, we will see you guys, but in the meantime, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also register to become our regular member. Thank you very much for watching. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Cut.